This is Steve Grusis, the Cycling Greek. Welcome to the fourth and final episode of the Climb to Kaiser series. In our previous episode, it ended with us just taking off from our final rest stop at Pine Ridge School. We had lost the fourth rider that was with us, and it was now just Kaiser, Javier, and myself. With the specter of breaking 10.5 hours for this ride, we were all doing everything we could to make that happen. At the end of the third episode, I mentioned that there was a transformation that was about to take place. This actually took place once we got into the valley floor. Kaiser, who was suffering greatly while we were climbing, sometimes falling back, sometimes barely hanging on, seemed to be getting stronger, while I was starting to get weaker. I was still doing my pulls, carrying my weight, until the final 5 miles, where I started to miss my pulls. Same thing for Javier. He was starting to miss his pulls too. Kaiser, he was still relatively strong and keeping steady. In the meantime, Kyle, who had been dealing with significant cramping problems, finally made it over Tamarack. When he got down to the shaver, he had gone through his own transformation. The descent gave his legs a rest, and the cramping problems were significantly abated. Not only that, but he had apparently problems dealing with the altitude. When he got down to the lower elevation, he got stronger. When he dropped into the valley, he teamed up with another rider, and he was coming in strong. With about 5 miles to go, I was getting worn out. I was having problems for the last 30-40 miles with calorie intake, and I was running low on energy. Looking at my watch, things were looking favorable for breaking 10.5 hours. But there was a danger that I would not have enough energy to hang on. With 2 miles to go, I finished my last pull, and Kaiser took over and took us all the way in. If I had done any more pulling, I would have slowed us down. When we finished, Kaiser came in 13th, I was behind him at 14th, and Javier was behind me at 15th. We all finished just under 10 hours, 26 minutes. At age 61, I was the top finisher in the 50-plus age group. 8 or so minutes later, in his resurgence, Kyle rolled in at 18th place. That was one heck of a recovery. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Climb to Kaiser series, along with the associated Rest Stop series. What Kaiser, Kyle, and I accomplished was done through specific, focused training. If you are interested in doing this event next year, or any other cycling event, be it recreational or racing, contact Grusis Coaching and ask about their customized, personalized training plans at surprisingly inexpensive prices. If you want to see more multi-episode series like this in the future, please give this a thumbs up. After I sign off, please enjoy the 90 seconds of mostly raw footage. As always, remember, comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek. Oh, God, that was tough. So there were 3 of us coming in. Kaiser, Javier, and me, and Kaiser was by far the strongest coming in. Yeah. I don't know how that guy does it. I'm waiting for him on the climbs, he's dying out there, and then when you get the flats and descents, he killed it. I'm surprised I didn't drop. I better stop this.
And probably groups behind me, but...
Yeah, you don't want to stop. Might as well keep going and try to catch on.
Yeah, but I couldn't even see anybody, so...
Okay, and here's the other part of our trio, the stronger part. I don't know how you fucking do it. I'm waiting for you on the climbs, you're dying up there, and then as soon as you get the flats and descents, you're like Superman.
I could drill it.
Yeah, you could drill it. I was having to miss pulls, and just so I could survive, I didn't know I was going to be able to survive all the way to the end, but we did. So we did a 10:24, I think around 10:24. So damn.
I have to cruise.
Well, I'm finally starting to feel human again. Colorful metaphor, that was hard.